Hey guys, welcome back. All right, you see I'm making another video here on my webcam. Today is February 12th, 2023, which is Super Bowl Sunday. And I got to be in a Super Bowl commercial for GM and Netflix, which was awesome. And actually, technically now is 4 separate commercials. So I just wanted to watch them here, maybe share some thoughts as I go. Maybe I'll stop and go a few times, but I'll put the links in the description below so you can see them without me rambling throughout them. Where should we start here? I guess let's just play them. We'll go through them. I'm going to play them in the order that they came out, and I almost made this video a few days ago. Glad I didn't, because a fourth version of the commercial came out since then, which wasn't out when I sat down to do this the other day. So, and I didn't know it was coming out. It just popped up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, a new one. So, without further ado, let's take a look. So here's my desktop. We're just gonna play this sucker. I'm gonna be down here at the corner, hopefully, and let's minimize this and then hope for the best. All right, so this was the first one that came out about a week ago. And this looks like me over here on the side. It might be. However, they did have a double for me at some point, and being it so far away, this might be the double, who looks very much like me. The guy that another guy that was on set said the guy looked a lot like me. So I don't know. This might not be me in this opening shot. I think it is. Not sure.
Oh, hello. Hi. Are you busy? Can I just ask you a quick question?
Do you know how to get back to the 15? I think I took a wrong turn at that twisted piece of metal.
You know what? I'm good. You have a great one. All right? Stupid zombie.
So that was the first one. It's just like a teaser for the Super Bowl thing. I'll come back to this in a minute to talk about the day a little bit, how everything kind of played out. So yeah, just me and Will. Oh, that's great. And then the next one that came out was the full 1-minute version, which I'm going to play through now. This kind of goes through multiple, you'll see, Netflix shows and so forth. But it opens up Las Vegas, zombie apocalypse, Army of the Dead going on.
General Motors is
Going electric.
and Netflix is joining in by including more EVs in their movies and shows.
I told you I was going to pause this a bunch. I think that's me right there, all blurry.
Least they can do.
So if you're gonna get swarmed by an army of the dead, why not get swarmed in an EV? Oh, I said no biting. Or if you're being voluntarily
Yeah, that was me. So
kidnapped, why not be kidnapped in an EV?
we'll watch the whole thing.
What's that scent? Is it pine?
I'm going to talk over
Now, should they add EVs everywhere? They shalln't. They shan't. Is it shallant or shan't?
It's neither.
What about here, Erica?
You're ruining the show, you idiot.
So, technically, this makes this the second thing I've been in with her. We never worked together, but I also did Curse of Bridge Hollow. It came out last Halloween, and we filmed it the year before. So 2021, we filmed it, and she was one of the leads in that. But she didn't work any of the days that I worked. But if you watch Curse of Bridge Hollow, there's a flashback scene where she, I think her name's Priya, was talking to this elderly lady at a retirement home, and she's flashing back to the 1920s, and I'm in the 1920s scene. So,
What do you mean? It's me, Dusty.
You're not.
Yeah, you're right. This is ridiculous.
Tammy, wait!
Later, loser.
But anywhere else, it makes sense.
There goes another runner.
Brad was so much better for you. You should have gone with Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Are you serious?
Why not make more of those cars electric?
It's the least they can do. Gordon, you kill me. I mean, you literally did kill me.
that blew my mind, because I did not know that they were going to use that take. We did, I don't know, probably 25 or 30 just random takes with Will saying a bunch of stuff to me, and every once in a while he would just say my name. And I thought, I was like, it would be funny if they used one of those takes, but I didn't assume they would, because it was just my name. And there it is. It's in the commercial. Unreal.
You know what? I'm glad you bit me too.
So that's the second commercial I saw. And then there's a shorter 30-second version, which we'll watch now. Now, it kind of looks like the same thing, but these are actually different takes from the last commercial. So if you watch carefully, I'll put the links again. Put the links below. If you watch carefully, you'll see that totally different takes. It's like kind of the same action, done different ways, a slightly different line.
General Motors is going electric, and Netflix is joining in by including more EVs in their movies and shows.
Swarmed by zombies?
Ouch! EV. Kidnap? EV.
Here? Wrong era.
Not here either.
You're ruining the show, you idiot.
I said not here, Erica.
Later, loser. There goes another runner.
But anywhere else it makes sense? Why not make more of those cars electric? It's the least they can do.
You kill me. I mean, you literally did kill me.
So that's pretty cool. They kept that aspect.
General Motors is...
And then, so those were the 3 that were out the other day when I was going to make this video. And then I went on Twitter to share one of them because I was all excited about it yesterday. And they put out a new one, which is this one. So this is the latest one that just came out. When did this come out? 16 hours ago they posted it on YouTube, but it was on Twitter yesterday. So here we go.
I didn't realize you were engaged. That's great. That's why you're in Vegas. Oh, you're gonna get married. Okay.
That's it.
I didn't realize you were engaged. That's great. That's why you're in Vegas. Oh, you're gonna get married. Okay.
So, yeah, amazing. The fact that they used so much of that. So, yeah, this day was kind of crazy. A lot of people was like, "How'd you get this gig?" Now, it was basically a straight up zombie gig that I got recommended for by Fractured Effects, which they did all the zombie effects for Army of the Dead. And I get a text from Justin, who's one of the owners, I think he's the owner of Fractured, and he's like, "Hey, I submitted your name for this zombie commercial, zombie role." I was like, "Oh, that's great." And so the production reached out to me and just said, "Hey, just give us a self-tape with your zombie experience, your height, whatever, the standard stuff, your face, your full body shot, zombie experience, and then do a zombie walk." So I was like, okay, and told him all the stuff I've worked on, did my zombie walk, and that was it. And then submitted it. And a few weeks later, they contacted me and it said, "Okay, this is up for this. Are you okay with doing fittings on these dates?" And I had a day for fitting, one day for a lot of fittings. I had to get my eyes measured for contacts, get fitted for teeth and the makeup, the appliance that they put on, which is actually from Army of the Dead. They made a bunch of different ones, and they have them for different size faces, so they kind of just found one that would fit me. Same with the teeth. They had tons of different teeth and different sizes for a lot of different actors, so I just went in and found some that worked with me, and then went to a wardrobe fitting. And I think it was the next day or 2 days later maybe, we shot the commercial. And initially, I don't know anything about it. Now, for the fitting and stuff, I realized, okay, they're doing an Army of the Dead theme, and it's going to be a gym commercial, but I didn't know any more than that. When I get to set, there were 6 principal actors, myself and 5 others, and I think 16 background actors, which were, all the crowd zombies. And so 22 of us. And basically, long story short, I just got really, really, really freaking lucky, and they just used me for everything. Because, yeah, everybody looked awesome. It was crazy, and then they just kept using me over and over for the parts, which was pretty neat. And initially, they took the 6 of us hero zombies and put us together after we had all our makeup and wardrobe, and the director came in really quick, probably less than 20 seconds, if that, looked at us, and left with like a couple assistants or whatever. And then one of them comes back and he goes, "Okay, for the bite, it looks like they're going to use either you or you." And they pointed at me and this other guy, and then they pointed back to me and it says, I think it looks like they're leaning toward you." And I was like, oh my gosh, this is cool. Because when I first got there, I get there really early in the morning, waiting around to have breakfast and everything, and I'm looking at the storyboard so I can see essentially what the commercial is going to look like. So that 1 minute long version is pretty much what you see on the storyboards. There's some differences I'll get into maybe in another video. Try to keep this a little shorter, But anyway, I knew that there was this bite scene and that Will Ferrell was going to be the guy. Now, I didn't know that till this morning, till that morning. And so when they came in and were like, it's going to be down to one of you two for the bite scene, I was like really excited because, like, you know, I knew that this kind of leads to throughout the commercial. And they brought us on set, and they basically pulled me to use me for the bite. And they had us do a few takes as rehearsal, maybe like 5 takes, and they kept changing it drastically between takes. So it wasn't like I was getting direction, okay, let's just adjust this or this. It was just like, okay, let's try this, and like, okay, let's try this other thing, let's try this other thing, and everything was very different for like our movements and emotions and timing and everything. Every time it just would change crazy. So you didn't have any time to practice the parts. And then they're like, okay, go have a seat, we'll probably use you for something later. And then they brought the other guy that they had looked at up to do this shot. And I was like, oh, I just messed this up. I don't know, I thought that I ruined it somehow. And I can see, my phone is ringing, I could see on the monitor as they're rehearsing with him that he's doing just a great job. And they're doing filmed rehearsals. So at the time, Will Ferrell wasn't in the truck yet. They had his stand-in, but they were filming some stuff with the zombies coming up to the truck. And I could see him in the monitor, and this guy was just awesome. He was doing really, really great. And I was like, oh, man, he's killing it. And he did 2 takes with them, and then they called me back. Okay, come on back out. And then it was back on me again. So I don't know what it was. The guy was great. He looked awesome. He was moving great. But they decided to go with me. I don't know if I looked goofier or maybe the teeth. And my impression is that the teeth I picked just looked so crazy, because when we went in for the fittings for the teeth, there were multiple sizes. And the first pair I tried on were too big. And then went down to the mediums, and they were still a little bit too big, but they weren't uncomfortable. And I knew the next size down would probably fit me perfectly. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to go with the mediums, because a couple years ago, I did a thing for Andrew Bowser, who was doing this movie called Onyx the Fortuitous, which I think is out now. And he was doing a Kickstarter campaign. I did a zombie makeup for his Kickstarter, and I brought these goofy teeth that I've used with some of my alien videos that I did on like TikTok. And I brought these big teeth, and I had the zombie makeup on. I put in the giant teeth, and it actually worked really well with the zombie face. So I knew that those big teeth that I was looking at now for this fitting would probably accentuate the look, because the makeup that they put on basically comes from like your forehead. It's just like this. It's kind of looks like a, I don't know, like a, you know, Batman and Robin, like Robin's little mask, you know. And it just accentuates your cheekbones and your brow, and it makes your nose look like it's like the bone is protruding up a little bit. But that's all it does to your face. But I knew if I put these teeth in, it would push my lip out a little bit and then make this look more sunk in. Now, I don't know if this is what did it, but this was my logic when I picked those teeth. And that was the whole day. It was like, oh my God, you look crazy. So, and then I ended up getting this thing, and totally dumb luck. I'll show you guys a couple pictures from, oh, there goes the cat. I'll show you guys a couple pictures from the set here. Let me see. So this is kind of what I looked like up close, in regular lighting, not the thing. So you can see that these crazy contacts in the eyes. And this was at the end of the day, and my makeup that's prosthetic went all the way like this. I ripped it in the middle, just making a lot of faces. And you see up close that these eyebrows are glued on. There's like a little mesh here. And these are my big teeth that I picked. But, oh, there goes the phone. So, and this is kind of beginning of the day. I was just messing around with my face to see kind of what I would look like. So here's what I looked like to the director. Basically, the whole day, Will Ferrell was looking at me. This is who he was talking to. But it was a pretty wild experience. It was definitely unforgettable. The fact that they say my name at the end of that commercial of this one is, I mean, my day was made.
It's the least they can do. Gordon, you kill me. I mean, you literally did kill me.
I mean, I still can't even believe it. My brain's still trying to process this thing. So just wanted to share. I'll probably do a more in-depth thing later. I did that one on the David Bowie for the Weird movie. I did David Bowie for the movie Weird Owls. And a lot of people wrote me and said that they'd like to hear the whole experience. So this was a quick version. I could go into a lot about the production and how they did all this stuff. And this truck, which isn't this Sierra EV Denali that they have here, isn't a real truck. I mean, it was really there, but it's not a production vehicle. It's like a show car, and it was. Let me see if there's a picture from the profile here. Have it driving. Like this thing. It's looks every bit like a real car, but it is a show car, not in production. It was really cool. But anyway, yeah, I'll go on all that stuff some other time. Just wanted to share. I'm very excited about these commercials. I'm going to try to see them on TV today. So if you see them on TV, please let me know. I would love to hear where you saw them at. And yeah, really exciting day for me. I can't believe it. My brain is still dealing with it. Let me switch over here to this OBS studio. Switch back to me. All right, so just like that, that is it. That was a quickie version of my experience on this, and a quick look at those commercials. If you guys have questions about it, please let me know. I would love to answer them, and I'll do another video on this in the future. I don't want to talk about too much. I don't think I can get in trouble for anything I'm saying right now. But there's stuff that I would like to talk about that I have to double check the NDAs and make sure that I can discuss it. So, but yeah, rad, really, really great experience. I feel very, very, extremely fortunate. I can't tell you, it's mind is blown. But anyway, I'll let you kids get back to what you're doing. And yeah, have an awesome day. Thanks for stopping by. See you kids soon. Bye.